What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Xenoheart13 here, coming at you live once again with another video. And I'm looking forward to telling you about this video because this one is just like with my last one. This one is my top 10 most anticipated video games of 2025. Now, as you can see, I already got the list here for the top 10 movies. If you want to watch that video, go along to my channel and stuff like that. It should automatically be uploaded on there right now. If not, then it'll be uploaded within a few hours. But anyway, right now, we got the top 10 most anticipated games of 2025. I'm going to stop talking because the last video ended up going on for around almost 35 minutes. So we're just going to get it on straight into the intro, and we'll tell you about the games I'm looking forward to this year. All right. So first, starting off with like I said in the last video, as far as these games are concerned, some of these are subject to change because games are a lot more prone to getting delays than movies. 100%. I don't really necessarily think, well, no, I don't want to say movies are less liable to change because we just got a notification that The Batman Part 2 is now being released on October 1st in 2027. So I think that's been delayed by now another year. Because I think we were supposed to be getting it this year, but it got pushed back to 2026, and now it's getting released in 2027. So yeah, but these games are likely to be releasing this year. A lot of sources be saying that. All right, number 10. Like I said, from 10 to 1, least anticipated to most anticipated. These, like I said, subject to change, and plus they're, I'll say a few honorable mentions at the end, hopefully. All right, so number 10, and that is WWE 2K25. Now, as you probably saw a few videos ago, me and my best friend Sour Reality made a video of our most anticipated superstars that we're looking forward to in WWE 2K25. So aside from the updated roster that we're going to be seeing in 2K25, I'm looking forward to the new modes. I always look forward to the latest 2K games. So I always look forward to them. This year is going to be no different because there's going to be a lot of, like I said, as far as superstars go. I'm hopefully looking forward to the new modes and the new additions and features. And there was even something that I've seen that apparently 2K is focusing on making this game one of the biggest WWE gaming games, one of the biggest wrestling games that they've ever made and stuff like that. Apparently it's been actively underway in development since early last year. I think ever since 2K24 got released. So yeah, but I honestly want to say that 2K25 has the potential to be one of the best wrestling games that we've ever experienced in the WWE 2K franchise. Not just due to the fact that we got a really good potential roster candidates, but also due to the fact of ever since last year, there's been a lot of different surprises and stuff like that. And there's also plenty of opportunities for them to update both War Games mode, Royal Rumble, Universe mode, GM mode, which honestly me and Sour Reality played a few rounds, a lot. We've invested quite a lot of time into it, him more than me, but I definitely want to say that there's a lot of potential this time for this year's WWE 2K game. So yeah, WWE 2K25, if they're following the same trend, this one is probably going to be released around March or April of this year. I just have that as a to be announced in 2025 because my guess they're probably going to be giving us a first look on the Raw on Netflix. That's what I'm thinking. Either that or they're probably going to be waiting until Royal Rumble because usually that's when they like to do it. So either this upcoming Monday on Raw, they're going to be announcing the official 2K25 with the cover and the release date and stuff like that because they like to do that usually in January, or they're going to be doing it around February 1st, which is the WWE Royal Rumble. So that's what I'm predicting. Now, number 9. Now, this one, I can already see it. This one, I guarantee I'm going to be getting some hate for. But you know what? Shut your mouths, because I'm looking forward to it for more than one reason. And that is Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and that is being released on January 30th, this month, at the end of the month. Now, the only thing that I can honestly say is that the real bros are going to know that Butters from South Park was the realest one, because when all these other guys was playing World of Warcraft, this guy was playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And what do you know? So many years since that episode aired, we now have the real life version of that game, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And you know what? You best believe that Hello Kitty Island Adventure is going to be the top damn thing that I'm going to be playing and stuff like that. I honestly hope that you guys look forward to that walkthrough and stuff like that. I still have to get a Switch. I had a Switch. Not a lot of people know that I had to get rid of it due to inflation and bills and bullshit like that. So, yeah. So, it's not being released, as far as I'm concerned, on any other console than Switch, to my knowledge. But if it does get released on PS5 and other stuff, that one will probably be released at a later date. But so far, the Switch version of Hello Kitty Island Adventure is going to be released on January 30th. So, I'm personally looking forward to it, just because I got to give it up to my main man, Butters from South Park. And real men play Hello Kitty. That is all I'll say. Okay, number 8. The reason why this one's at number 8, because I know a lot of people are probably going to be saying, "Oh, this is going to be their game of the year." But you know what? Shut up. I don't really know much about it, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it: The Ghost of Yotei. This one has a confirmed release date to be announced of 2025. No release date as of yet, but it is confirmed for this year. I did not really get through to Ghost of Tsushima, or Tsushima, however you want to say it. But I know that it was a very big game. Now, I'll be honest, I'll probably go back and play it. I think it's on sale right now with like the end of the year sale for 2024 going into 25. So I'll probably go and rebuy Ghost of Tsushima right now, because the director's cut 2025 is actually, or the director's cut for the PS5 is actually out right now, and it's on sale for like $30. So there's not really much I know about Ghost of Yotei other than it's a different era that you're playing in, because it's not really a direct sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, but because it's a different era and it's a different protagonist and stuff like that. But as far as I can tell, it looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. Like I said, I really wish I can say more about it, but I'm just looking forward to it because it's in Japan, and I love Japanese type games and stuff like that. Henceforth, why there's one more on this list that's a lot higher that I actually do know about. So, yeah. Ghost of Yotei pops in at number 8. I wish I could say more about it, but maybe when I see more info and more trailers and stuff like that, I'll actually have more stuff to tell you. So, yeah. Number 7 was actually had their first release trailer at the Game Awards last year in December. And it has actually, I didn't realize that they were going to be releasing it so soon, in my opinion. At least maybe until it gets a delay or something. But it's being released on March 6th, and that is the new game that they've announced at the Game Awards called Split Fiction. Now, the one thing that I could definitely say that the reason why I'm kind of looking forward to this one, I don't know if this is going to be one that I pre-order, but this is going to be one that I'm definitely going to be playing eventually. I don't know if it'll be put on the channel or not, but the reason why I'm kind of looking forward to it is the fact of, like, it's going to be going between sci-fi and fantasy. At least I believe it was sci-fi, but I definitely know that the other one was fantasy. So henceforth, split fiction and stuff like that, because you get to go between 2 different worlds and stuff like that. It's like two novelists get trapped in each other's books, and one of them is a fantasy writer and the other one's like a sci-fi writer and stuff like that, and their worlds clash and stuff like that. In order to escape from their world, they got to team and work together. I think that's the gist of what I got from that trailer that I watched from the reveal trailer. But Split Fiction has a lot of potential to be a really good game. I feel like I'm definitely gonna really enjoy it just because of the fact of like I love that type of like environment where you get to go from like fantasy to sci-fi because I like both those genres, you know. But yeah, no, Split Fiction has a lot of potential, I gotta say. So yeah, Split Fiction comes in at number 7, releasing on March 6th. Now, number 6, we got another to be announced, but we all know it's going to be released this year, as it was confirmed. Dying Light: The Beast. To be honest, I would put this one like a lot lower, and by that I mean more close to like number 1. But there's like a lot of decent more potentials and stuff like that. And truth be told, like I said, there's other candidates that me personally that I think might actually be released. There's 2 of them that I personally would love to be seeing be released this year, but there's really not really much to really say. But like I said, this is like a top 10 games that I'm looking forward to so far. So yeah, there's other candidates, but so far we haven't really heard anything about it. So yeah. Number 5, like I said, was Bleach Rebirth of Souls, being released on March 21st. Now, me personally, like I said, I'm a huge anime fan, and I feel like I owe it to myself to actually give Bleach a try. Like I said, I finally sat down and I binge watched it actually, from season 1 through season 2, watching all of Fire Force. I did that, and me personally, I want to say that I want to give that same treatment to Bleach. However, the difference between Bleach and Fire Force is that Fire Force is available on Crunchyroll and Bleach is not anymore. And I am so pissed that I didn't get the chance to watch Bleach before it got nerfed from Crunchyroll, because I think they lost the licensing rights to it. So I'm pretty sure that's what the issue was with that. But with Rebirth of Souls, from what I've gathered, that one is basically going to be like the Naruto Storm / Demon Slayer / My Hero, where you're going to be able to go through the beginning of the story all the way up to the 1,000-Year Blood War, at least from what I've probably heard about it. That's what we're looking forward to on it. So, but yeah, no, Rebirth of Souls is definitely going to be something that, because I like try to get every anime game. There has been a few exceptions to that. We won't get into the exceptions to that, One Piece. But yeah, no, Bleach is definitely something that I really want to try to get into. And since I can't really necessarily really watch it, what's up, brother? Anyway, sorry, we got a little bit of a side character trying to pop up on screen. Yeah, no, Bleach Rebirth of Souls pops in at number 5. Number 4, oh, and aside from that, you know, if video games are definitely the best way to get caught up on animes, in my opinion, because you skip pretty much everything. I mean, honestly, look at Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles 1, you know? So, yeah, that one goes from the first episode all the way up to Mugen Train. So, lots of good. Number 4. This one is another to be announced. I promise there's at least 2 more to be announced. Or to be determined, I should say. Number 4, Borderlands 4. Now, I played all the Borderlands with Sour Reality. And I can honestly tell you that Borderlands is definitely one of those games that you just do not stop playing until you've beaten it. There's like a lot of good potential. Borderlands 1 is still my all-time favorite, because nothing really beats that. And then I think it goes definitely from 1, 2, and then 3 for me personally. The pre-sequel, toss that junk out of there. It's not really everyone's favorite. It's not really my cup of tea, but I still own it. So, you know, it probably goes from best to worst. It probably goes 1, 2, 3, and then the pre-sequel. I will not apologize for that list. But yeah. The reason being why number 1 is my favorite is because of Lilith. She's my favorite Vault Hunter, and she is who I always chose. She's my favorite Siren. No offense to Maya, but you know that's why Borderlands 2 is number 2, because of Maya, and I love the story behind that one. Rest in peace, Ronan. You know, you were a great character. But to be honest, I never really got the chance to get around to beating number 3. I'll probably be doing that before number 4 gets released. I'll have like a sit-down marathon session with myself, and I'll get pizza, soda, energy drinks, and I'll just go to town on beating Borderlands 3. But yeah, that's what I'm proud. That's what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, not really much is known so far on Borderlands 4. We only got one reveal trailer. No, we got two reveal trailers. We got an official gameplay trailer, I think, and then we got the announcement trailer. So we got two trailers so far, and I'm looking forward to Borderlands 4. I really hope that for a pre-order bonus, hear me out, we get a Psycho mask. I want to see that. So, but yeah, Borderlands 4 being released this year, and it takes the number 4 spot. Number 3, we're in the top 3 now. Number 3. Being released on February 14th after a delay from November 13th, to my knowledge, Assassin's Creed Shadows. And this goes to the other one that I actually said on my number 8 spot, which was Ghost of Yotei. I love Japanese games. Assassin's Creed Shadows, number 3. I know a lot of people are saying that Assassin's Creed Shadows is woke because of the fact of, like, we got Naue, which is a shinobi from, the era. But a lot of people are saying that, oh, black people cannot be samurais and stuff like that, and it's not historically accurate. Look it up. We've had a black samurai by the name of Yasuke, and he originally was, if I'm getting my history right, which honestly, correct me down in the comments below, but to my knowledge, Yasuke was originally like a slave that was either bought or something from a feudal lord in Japan, who then trained himself or got trained by a samurai family, and pretty much grew up to be one of the greatest samurais in that era, at least to my knowledge. I don't really know. I'm going to have to catch up on that before I actually start playing it. But it's definitely a story that you guys got to look into, because I think it's actually historically accurate, and it's not something that you should really be judging before. A lot of people are saying that they're going to be judging it so far because Ubisoft has a history of making the latest games that they've made, as well as Assassin's Creed, just kind of terrible. Me personally, the last Assassin's Creed game that I played was Assassin's Creed 2 or 3, I believe, the one with Ezio, the last one with Ezio, and I didn't even finish it. So this one, I've skipped every single Assassin's Creed that they've released after it. So I'm jumping back in from going from Assassin's Creed 3 straight up to Shadows and stuff like that. So I'm jumping into it at a very weird period, so, but I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed Shadows. There's like a lot of good stuff that I'm looking forward to. One thing I will honestly say that I'm really hating is the fact that they took out the season pass, and they took out the fact that there's not going to be an Ultimate Edition anymore or a 3-day early access. Because let me tell you, Ubisoft, I was willing to give you the full amount of money that you wanted for that collector's edition, because I still have my collector's edition still on pre-order. Don't get me wrong, the good news is that I got $50 deducted from it because we're not getting any early access, we're not getting an Ultimate Edition, a physical Ultimate Edition, and we're not getting a season pass with it and stuff like that. So, that's why the collector's edition for Assassin's Creed Shadows is $50 cheaper than it originally was. I think it was like $279.99, and now it's gone to $229.99. I think my math was off. Either way. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good stuff I can see about Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've been keeping up with the gameplay, I've been keeping up with the story so far, and that's why I can honestly say that Assassin's Creed Shadows is a really good fit for my number 3 spot. Now, number 2. I think I've already mentioned this before. I gave a hint of it, but this one was actually recently announced. I think a week before the Game Awards. It wasn't shown at the Game Awards, but it was announced before it. And that being Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2. I did mention this one like earlier today, or I mentioned it earlier, I think when I was talking about Bleach, and or maybe it was in my previous video of the Infinity Castle and stuff like that. But Hinokami Chronicles 2 falls definitely on my list of number 2. and I'm saving my number one for a very special game, which honestly a lot of us are anticipating to see that it's going to be a generational game, and it's most likely probably going to get delayed because all of us are probably thinking it because, yeah. But yeah, no, number two is definitely Hinokami Chronicles 2 because of the fact that I am such a huge anime nerd, and Demon Slayer is my top current gen anime. Not taking the fact that I hate Jujutsu Kaisen, Boruto, or My Hero Academia or stuff like that. No, it's just the fact of Demon Slayer for me personally has a little better of a story and stuff like that, even though the story's already been complete for a while. But at the same time, not to mention that the art style and the direction of it, it's just the fact that there's like a lot of good stuff that's coming with it. And plus, the new characters such as Hashira and the new demons that you're going to be able to play as. Because for this story, the story of Hinokami Chronicles 2, we're going to be getting it, and it's going to be taking place between the events of the Entertainment District all the way to Hashira training. So we're getting 3 arcs, but I guarantee they're going to be able to give us a lot for that. And as far as DLC goes, I'm looking forward to it because me personally, I firmly believe that I'm thinking that if Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2 and the Infinity Castle kind of release around the same time, then hear me out, we could be getting a Infinity arc, the Infinity Castle arc DLC. I only say that because we got an Entertainment District arc DLC pack, and for the first game where we got Uzui, Daki, Gitaro, Advanced Demon Form Nezuko, and we got new Entertainment District forms of Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu, and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to Hinokami Chronicles 2, not just for the story, but also for the simple fact that I'm looking forward to playing as characters that I've never played as in the Demon Slayer games, such as Senemi, Iguro, Mitsuri, Morichiro, and especially Gyome. Because literally, he's the strongest Hashira. So, but I think as far as my favorite demon, probably Zohakuten, Upper Moon 4, best form I gotta say, the dragons and stuff like that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of really good potential for this one, and it's kind of hard to like mess it up because the first game got such really good reviews, and I look forward to it. So. But yeah, best looking forward to that. Your boy's going to be going online with Hinokami Chronicles 2, so I best see you bros there. Now, before I jump on to the number one spot, I'm going to name off just one honorable mention, and that being, I don't know if it's confirmed, but I will just go openly and honest to say it. One game that I'm hoping, I am praying to the gaming gods out there that we do get a confirmation of this game being released this year. Resident Evil 9, or at least something Resident Evil. There's 3 games, to my knowledge, that are in active development as far as Resident Evil goes. Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Code Veronica Remake, and Resident Evil 0 Remake. Those 3 games are actively confirmed in development, and truth be told, I think Village came out in 2021, so therefore we would have had Resident Evil. If Resident Evil 9 gets released this year, we will literally be waiting for about almost 4 years for in between mainline Resident Evil games and stuff like that. Now, me personally, which one would I rather see? Resident Evil 9 or Code Veronica? I think we've been really good. We've been getting the really good sloppy treatment when it comes to the, and sloppy meaning like good, because, But anyway, as far as like those types of games, we've been getting really good treatment from Capcom. They busted us out with really good games with Resident Evil 2 Remake, 3 Remake, kind of controversial, but I still enjoyed it. I platinumed that shit. And then we got Resident Evil 4 Remake, which honestly, just like the original, this one was also a very, very great game. Honestly, probably my game of the year when it came out. I don't know. I'll have to go back to see if there was any other games that were released. But yeah. But as far as new games and stuff like that, as much as I would love to see Code Veronica and Zero right now, I think it's more about time that they released a new mainline Resident Evil. And then as soon as Resident Evil 9 gets released, I mean, honestly, who knows? Maybe they release Resident Evil 9 in the summer of this year, and then around October, then they release Resident Evil Code Veronica, and then early next year they get Resident Evil 0. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, honorable mention, Resident Evil 9. So yeah. And plus there's like a lot of good stuff that I've heard about it. Like, I think one of the greatest things that I've heard about it is that this is just a rumor, but I'm wanting to believe it 100% wholeheartedly, and that is that the two main protagonists in that game is Jill and Leon, and the reason why I'm looking forward to it is because those two are my favorite Resident Evil characters in the entire games. Because 3 and 4 are my two favorites. So that's why. And plus, those two have never had an interaction with each other outside of the movie that was released, I think, in 2022, which was Resident Evil Death Island. That was the first time that we've ever gotten those two on camera officially together. So yeah, and plus we are long overdue for a Resident Evil movie or even a game. Well, in this case, a game. We're long overdue for a Resident Evil game where we get both Leon Kennedy and Jill Valentine in the same team or even meeting each other. So yeah, Resident Evil 9, honorable mention. Now, number 1, I'm personally thinking that this one's going to get delayed. But I'm holding out hope. And if it does get released this year, this is going to be more of a game of a generation, game of the decade, easily. And that being Grand Theft Auto 6. What's funny is that quite recently I was actually watching some videos of the midnight releases for Grand Theft Auto 5, and I can honestly imagine how packed the GameStops will be this year as soon as that thing launches. Because let's face it, I know a lot of people are going to be getting it digitally and stuff like that, but please don't let GameStop die out and stuff like that. I know that a lot of people are saying like, hey, just let them die out, you know. I still enjoy physical media, and I still love driving, going to the GameStop and picking it up and meeting some cool people outside when I'm waiting for the game to be released and stuff like that. The last really good midnight release that I went to was probably... You know, I'm not actually sure. I want to say that the last good one that I can actually recall was probably God of War Ragnarok, and that was solely due to the fact that my GameStop had a fun little axe throwing contest, and I was actually reading that, and I was actually watching some old videos that some GameStops, when GTA 5 launched, they actually had a Nerf competition outside of their GameStop, and the winners received a $25 GameStop gift card. So that's just something to look forward to if they plan on doing it. But GTA 6 will definitely be a game that definitely gets a lot of people talking about. It's a game that comes once in a generation and stuff like that. And this has been something that's been in active development for, it feels like well over a decade. I think over 10 years now, because it got released in 2013, so 2023. Yeah, almost 12 years. 12 or 13 years, give or take, that we've been waiting for GTA 6. And now we've had like talks and whispers and stuff like that, but all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. But GTA 6, there's like a lot of good stuff that has potential with it, because with a game that's being in development for nearly over a decade and stuff like that, you know that they're going to be cooking up something great. And from that first trailer that we saw, with well over, I think probably over 1 billion views across all platforms and stuff like that, there's like a lot of good stuff that's going to be coming from this game. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this game is going to be bringing a new standard, I want to say. And it's already making standards by itself, because a lot of developers for games are only placing placeholder dates. They're not officially announcing release dates because they're scared of GTA 6, because they know that it's going to be a game that's going to be a revolutionary game and stuff like that. henceforth why a lot of games are either sticking to early 2025 or they're only having like placeholders like summer 2025 or like early or just basic placeholder of like 2025 and stuff like that. So henceforth, like why the Mafia of the Old Country only has like I think a summer 2025 release window, and like Borderlands 4 I think has like just 2025, and Ghost of Yotei is 2025, and yeah, so a lot of developers are scared of because they're waiting to give the release dates for their games until GTA 6 officially confirms their release window, which so far is just fall of this year. So yeah, I'm honestly hoping that by Summer Games Fest we will have an active release date, and maybe by like June or July, which I guess is still summer, by June or July we'll have a pre-order thing, because you best believe that I will be pre-ordering it because I'm looking forward to it. I was not old enough, sounds kind of funny to say that, but I was not old enough to pre-order GTA 5, but I am definitely for fucking sure old enough to be pre-ordering GTA 6. There's a lot of memes about that going around. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are too. If GTA 6 doesn't get pushed into 2026, like a lot of people are saying that it is, then it's guaranteed to be a really good game, and it's probably going to be it's probably going to be Game of the Year of 2025, 100%. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, honestly, fun fact too, at the time of this recording, a news article came out that GTA 6 has been confirmed to make an estimated like a $3.2 billion within the first year. Me personally, I also just read on it that GTA 5 made about $1 billion within its first 3 days. So me personally, I honestly think that GTA 6 has the capabilities to maybe even make about $5 billion within its first 3 months. That's what I'll say, because a lot of people are looking forward to GTA 6, and not just us YouTubers and gamers, but I guarantee like a lot of media artists are looking forward to it as well. But yeah, no. But this has been a fun little video that I wanted to do. 2 fun little videos, movies and games. So if you haven't watched the movies one, it'll be over there on the channel and stuff like that. So just scroll if you want to find it. But yeah, tell me your favorite movies and games on the respective videos. So on this one, tell me what your top games that you're looking forward to of this year. Maybe we have similar interests and stuff like that. Either way, let me know down in the comments below what games that you're looking forward to seeing the most out of this year in 2025. Like I said, there's a lot of other things that the release dates are subject to change, but I honestly hope that the release dates keep for these games, because this will be like a lot of fun playing some of these games. So either way, there's other games that we're going to be, of course, experiencing this year, but this is just the games that I'm looking forward to so far. Anyway, guys, I'm Xenoheart13, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.